singing our truths from dawn until dark.
Thank you so much for tuning into Horrible People Podcast. The horrible person that I have on today is Nicole Vachal. I met Nicole kind of. We haven't met officially yet. We were kind of introduced through a mutual friend, and I was on her podcast a couple of times, and we're going to go fishing this winter. So yeah, Nicole, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
Well, as you said, my name's Nicole. Actually, it's Vachal. That's not the Vachal.
God.
It gets confused. People think it's French, and I'm like, no, I'm actually Polish, like straight European. So
I'm like right at the Quebec border, so I was like, oh yeah, it's the French version, obviously.
no, totally European. And as you said, yeah, so I do run my own podcast, Canadian Woman of the Outdoors, where we highlight and feature and spotlight amazing Canadian women in the outdoors, because that really wasn't a thing up here. Couldn't find any podcasts like that, so I decided to start it. I'm a mechanic by day, hunt and fish, do music stuff. Grew up in Burlington, now live in the country, so that's just basics about me.
The basics.
Just
I
the
love
basics.
it. Okay. Yeah, your podcast is amazing. I think it's really nice to kind of highlight a lot of the female-led businesses and everything also that are kind of outdoors related.
Yeah.
Like I saw that you had Burton Paddle Co. on a little while ago,
Yep.
and like it's just bringing all of these female-led businesses to light, which is really nice.
I'm really excited for this one, mid-September, when she gets back from out west. So there's a young lady out there that got horse trail rides into the mountains and camping. And
cool.
So she was telling me some about how like there was a bear encounter and stuff like that. So, but like, oh yeah, so we're gonna get more into it on my podcast. But like, yeah, so that's her job. So these people pay to go take camping gear, pack mule style on these horses, go up into the mountains and camp for like a week, like completely off grid, and she guides that. So
that's gotta be crazy.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I'm excited to listen to that one. That'll be really fun.
I'm so pumped to record it. I was like, I have all the questions. That might have to be like a 2-parter. Like that might be a part 1, part 2.
I can totally see that for sure. That's going to take a little while to get through.
Oh yeah, because that's just so like I didn't even know that was a thing until
I know.
Like until Caitlin told me. She's like, yeah, so my barn owner, her daughter does this. You should have her on. And I was like, okay, like that's so
Absolutely.
cool. Like that's so cool.
Exactly.
So
when did you start your podcast? It must be like almost a year ago.
November. Now? Yeah, November. Oh god, I don't remember the date. I'm gonna have to do something for that because it's almost been a year.
Yeah.
So November of last year. I don't remember the exact date. Now it was a brainchild for like 6 months before that. Because I did like a whole ton of research and trying to figure out what platform to use, trying to figure out if people would even be interested. Like I had to do like that kind of research and stuff like that. So, and then it ended up getting great reception. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'll go really far.
I'd like to think that. I mean, it's been a pretty crazy summer, so I haven't had that much of a chance to record. Lots going on.
It happens a lot in the summertime.
And everybody's gone in the summer. They're on vacation. It's so hard to connect.
Yeah, that too,
so
right?
It is
wintertime,
really
everyone's going to be like trapped in their houses. So,
well, I mean, look how long it took us, for you and I, to connect.
That's it.
Like, it's between work and kids and everything like that. It's
life.
Life, exactly.
For sure. Oh my god. Okay, that's awesome. And did you do a tournament this summer? Like a youth fishing tournament?
Actually, yesterday I hosted a kids.
Oh, it was yesterday.
Just yesterday. Yeah, I'm still kind of recovering from that because it was kids fishing derby. So small towns, which I've learned do these things every 10 years called homecoming, where it's like basically a whole weekend event, like dances, music. I was in a cornhole tournament, and then they had this Elmwood Homecoming Kids Fishing Derby, so I reached out to them. I was like, hey, so this is my name, this is what I do. If you need like help with this, let me know. And then all of a sudden they're like, okay, here you go, it's your baby now, do what you want with it.
Oh my god.
So I was like, well, okay, I've never done that before, so like we're just gonna kind of roll with it. So yeah, I kind of put a different spin on it because they've hosted fishing derbies at this. It's a stock pond. It's for kids.
Oh,
like,
cool.
They've hosted stuff there before, but it was kind of a free for all, and like hundreds of kids showed up, and like it's not that big of a pond.
It was like
So
unorganized kind of?
yeah, so I kind of I was like, okay, so I would prefer if people pre-registered. I had 50 some odd kids pre-register. Big shout out to True North Bates and Leslie Motors who donated to put together like little goodie bags for each kid to get.
Oh, awesome.
And then a bunch of other people donated raffle prizes. So we did a raffle, and I'm actually going to take the money that was made from that raffle. One of the families, they were just interested in fishing, getting interested in fishing, and they had to actually borrow some of my gear. So I'm going to take that money and then hook them up with some rods and tackle boxes and stuff like that. So because I guess they loved
love
it
it.
so much, and they're like, they want to do it. And I was like, well, it's fine. Then that's what I was planning to do anyway. It just so happened that the family and kids that I picked were those ones. So I was like, because they didn't have anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm trying
The
to
perfect family for it to go to.
yeah, and it's 4 kids, and I'm like, whatever, I'll get them a rod and a couple like each a rod and a couple tackle boxes filled with stuff, like whatever, and they can start doing it more often, right? So
Awesome. Yeah, we need to get more people into it. So it's nice for events like that to kind of open the doors to get them in.
yeah, and like we had kids from like all ages. Like the little guy that won the biggest fish, he's only like 4 years old. So
Oh my God.
yeah, and he sat there from 8 a.m. So it was 8 till 11. He sat there from 8 a.m. till 11 when it finished, just fishing the entire time.
What an attention span. Like
For
at that
4 years
age.
old? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
What kind of fish are in this pond?
It was
Is
just
it like
rainbow trout. It was they stocked
oh,
the pond for
cool.
it. So we have a bunch of farms in this area. So they just stocked the pond for
very
it.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Now, your main job, because like you do a ton outdoors, but you're a mechanic. How long have you been doing that for?
5 or 6 years now. Something like that. 2016, maybe more, maybe longer. 2016 or 2017. Maybe it has been longer. I've been doing it since 2016 or 2017, so it's been a minute.
Okay. Yeah.
It's been a while now.
Then.
Yeah.
For sure. Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
COVID just feels like
that's a whole
everything was longer.
World. Like
yeah, exactly. Everything changed after that.
Well,
nice. I mean, so is that something you've always was that something you've always been like interested in, or like mechanics or automotive?
Fun fact, no.
Really?
So when I was in high school, I was actually going through my Royal Music Conservatory stuff because I was originally planning on going to school for music because
cool.
Fun fact, that is actually like my biggest passion. So I was doing all the Royal Music Conservatory stuff, and it got to the point where I was doing so much of it that I ended up just hating it. Like I didn't want to bring my guitar to like family events or like the cottage or anything like that. Like I didn't want to play it anymore because I had to play it so much otherwise. Because like if you haven't done Royal Music Conservatory stuff, it's very, very intense. Like you have to, there's different levels, and like it's classical music, and it is a lot of work. Like, and not only that, not only playing, there's also theory. You have to be a certain grade in your theory. So it was just so much that like I just ended up was like, no, I don't want to play guitar anymore. Like I'm doing this, like I don't want to do it for fun anymore. It's whatever. And then that's when I was kind of like, that's probably not a good thing. So maybe I shouldn't do this.
Yeah, if you got like burnt out kind of.
Oh, it was brutal. And then I ended up going to school for a double major. This is gonna rock some people's world. I went to Trent University for a double major in biological anthropology and archaeology with a double minor in classical studies and Latin.
Wow.
And I was just like, because I do enjoy that kind of stuff. Like I find it fascinating. I can basically tell you every Greek myth off the top of my head. Like,
that's
I know
so cool.
all the because that was kind of my area, like that I preferred. Like the specialization was Greek myth and mythology. Okay. All the gods, all the Roman equivalents with the planets and stuff like that. Like that was kind of, and it's very, very strange, I know. And then
it's fascinating.
And then realized that the only real job I could do with that was become a professor if I wanted to actually do something with it. Like if you want to go on like archaeological digs and stuff like that, you need a university's backing, and to be a university's backing, you need to be a professor.
Oh,
Fun fact.
So you can't just go
You
and
can't just do that. No, you have to get, like, if you're like, okay, I want to dig this because this is my theory, blah, 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 blah. You
Yeah.
have to get funding for that. And how you get funding is you're like, okay, you present the university with a thesis, and they're like, okay, so you're going to come teach for us. We're going to back you, but we get to stamp that our university on it. So
I had no idea that's how it worked. I just thought, like, if you want to go dig, you can go to school and just, go wild and not have to teach.
you could, but you would just be a
But
grunt.
probably a lot harder.
Like, you would just be the grunt. And I wanted to be the one, okay, this is my theory, this is my idea. I wanted to run the show.
Yes, exactly.
And
yeah, that's what I mean.
so in order to do that, it's a lot. And I was like, well, I don't really like people, like big crowds of people. Like, I can't
Yeah.
picture myself like talking to like 300. First of all, I know what I was like as a student. I was intelligent, but I was very lazy. Like, I would do my papers like the day before and stuff like that. And I remember the one paper I wrote in a day, and I got the highest mark in the class. And one of my friends was so pissed off because she knew, she was with me at the library because she was finishing her paper, and I walked in at like 7 a.m. She's like, "Oh, are you putting the finishing touches?" And I was like, "I haven't even started it yet."
Kind of.
And it was like
the whole
it
thing.
was like due at 4, so 7 till whatever 3:30. I wrote this paper, handed it in, and I got the highest mark in the class. And the prof was like, "Oh, you must have spent a while on it." I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I was so bad for that, though. Like, I would procrastinate until the end and then just somehow be able to, like, whip it up last minute and make it work. But that's just how it works.
I was the worst for that. So, and I always pulled through. Like, it was never late or anything like that. And then I always got good grades. It's just I was so bad at procrastinating.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, if you got the grades and you got it done,
Well, and
that's
I
all that
mean,
matters.
and under pressure, like, that's, I guess I just thrive under pressure. Like,
Yeah, I think
So-
so. Me too. So then once you decided that, like, or once you realized you had to become a professor, is that when you were kind of like, okay, I'm going to go into
No.
automotive, or was there
No.
still?
No, so I was running actually the warehouse at Leon's for a bit. I
Okay.
wasn't sure. I was like, whatever, this is a job. It was paying the bills. I was still living at home, so I didn't have a whole hell of a lot of bills to pay. And
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really want to waste any more money. I was doing some music stuff, like just for fun at that point. And I was like, I don't really want to waste any more money until I know what I'm doing. And I did that for a few years. And it was funny. The one day, like, I was doing an oil change on my car because I used to do my own stuff on my car. And I've always been like, I like to work with my hands. Like, I do woodworking as well for fun. Like, I build
Oh,
cornhole
cool.
boards and stuff like that. So I've always liked working with my hands. So I was doing the oil change on my car, and I was like, okay, wait a second. This is like, there's shops out there. Like, I can do this. Like, this is kind of cool. Like, I'm decent at it. So I did my research, went to Mohawk and did a 2-year program there. Got a job halfway through my second year. I started at Mercedes. They took me
Awesome.
on part-time. So then, yeah, I started working there part-time while I was still in school. So I started getting my hours for the apprenticeship and stuff like that right then and there. Not that they do hours anymore. But
Oh, they don't? Is it just like straight?
they kind of are just like, have you been doing it for 3 years? Okay, sign off on your book. Cool. You can go write your
Okay.
test. So yeah, so that's kind of just where it happened. And it's kind of funny. So it's not something this is gonna sound really bad. It's not something I'm crazy passionate about. I'm not like a crazy car girl or anything like that. Like, yes, do I find
Okay.
some vehicles like really, like, I love classic cars. I think they're beautiful. I like working on them. But I've, like, after the whole music thing, I'm like, I don't think you really like make a full career out of something you're passionate about, because I mean, in my case, maybe it's just me, I found that it made me resent it. So
Yeah, I can totally see that.
I like cars well and good, and I'm good at what I do. Am I like crazy passionate about it? Like, no. Like, I don't have a car that I'm trying to rebuild like in my home right now that I'm now just like sick of and I don't want to do it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
which
have
totally happens to mechanics that are car crazy.
yeah, and I'm just like, I don't, like, I come home from work and I do the things I am passionate about. And it's not that I hate my job. I do enjoy going to work. I love the people I work for. I love the people I
Good.
work with. Like, and again, it's just like I'm good at it. So, and yeah, it's just
And it's always something different. And like you said, like you're working with your hands and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
I can see that being really nice.
yeah. So
Absolutely.
that's yeah,
That's how that led to that. Amazing. I wasn't
sure,
sure
it's
because
a
like, yeah, you
6-step
were saying
process.
like, but everything is, it seems like, yeah, whenever people finally find their job, I mean, it's kind of rare to come out of high school and know exactly what you want to do and stick with that for the rest of your life.
I don't think they should force kids to make that decision at 17, 18. Like that's a
I know.
tough, and I know what I went through, and I know what my sister went through. It is such a tough decision. Even like some of my friends that I went to university and stuff with, they're not doing the same thing they went to university for. Most of them went back to college or did something else. Like,
Yep.
and
Same here.
like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Absolutely. I went to school to be like a vet tech, and I think almost all of the girls I was in school with like are doing something else now. Mostly because like the hours and the money aren't the most amazing
Yeah.
for what you're doing.
Yeah. No, I've
yeah,
definitely
I
heard that
mean,
about vet tech.
a lot of work for, yeah.
I feel like that
A
would be something
thankless
you have
job.
to be like really, you do have to be passionate about it. Like it's something you have to love because it, like you said, it's a thankless job.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of like,
And then you have to be able to like put the emotions aside.
well, it's kind of like PSW, ECE, like that kind of stuff. Like
That's true.
like thankless job. Like Caitlin, she's a PSW. She will get the shit kicked out of her by residents and stuff like
That
that.
can be such a hard job.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. She's come home with,
Especially when people are like aggressive.
she come home with like a massive scratch down her face. Oh yeah.
Oh
But
God.
she can't do anything about it. She has just to sit there and take it and still change the diaper
Yeah.
or do the change or whatever. Like it's one of the
Whatever
things.
she's gonna do.
Yeah. Like I think those people are wildly underpaid. Like for what they,
Oh, absolutely. For sure.
it's crazy.
For what they deal
Oh,
with.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. And like it's a physically laborious job
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Dang. So I didn't realize you did music until like a couple of weeks ago. Whenever I saw a few of your posts, you were like playing guitar and all of that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had no
I've
idea
been playing guitar for
whatsoever. And now to find out it's like a huge passion of yours. That's amazing.
over 20 years. I started when I was 5.
Do you do like local events and stuff now, kind of?
Yep.
Or
So
oh,
I
awesome.
started playing guitar when I was 5 or 6. Something
Really?
like that. Yeah, it's been a long time. Been a very long time I've been playing guitar. Singing probably since I could talk, I was singing.
Really?
Yep. Fun fact, I was on Canadian Idol.
Oh my God, I had no idea. Well, of course, how would I know?
I think I was 15 or 16 at the time, whatever the youngest one was. And I got cut because they're like, you're just like, I went to Toronto and all that fun stuff.
Oh my God.
Do you know, like, those shows, again, fun fact, those shows, you have to go through like 3 auditions before you actually see the judges that are on TV.
Really?
You don't just walk in and see them. So I had to go through 2 or 3 different trailers before seeing them.
And is
It's
this over
like
like a period of a few days?
No,
or?
it's all in one day.
Oh my.
So, and then it kind of gave new light. So I'm like, okay, because I'm sure most people have seen Canadian Idol and American Idol. Like there's some bad people on there.
Well, that's what I was saying. I'm
And
like,
that's when I was
how did they
like,
do this vetting project?
yeah, it's for viewership. It's for TV.
That makes sense.
And like it's crazy to see like I was mind blown. Like I didn't know until like because you wait in line and you do the
Everyone's freaking out.
yeah, and it's all excitement. And then we all went back, and then yeah, there's like 60 trailers set up to do these like certain. It's insane.
Wow.
It's actually a huge process, and I'm like, okay, so now like knowing that, I'm like, okay, so you guys literally put terrible people through, telling them that like, yeah, you're good, go see the
For
main
the entertainment.
Yeah. And I'm like, that is horrible. Like
those are the videos that go viral.
I always thought that it was just like you walk in, you go see those 3 judges, that's it, that's all. Most people do think that. People were mind blown when I told them that. I was like, no, it's like it's a process.
It's so set up, kind of.
Oh yeah. And they're like,
that's nuts. I just assumed because I'm like, why would there be people on there that are just like terrible? How would they get through a vetting process?
Strictly do it for
that is so funny.
The ratings, the
totally
viewership.
Makes sense.
Because I remember my dad, he used to watch American Idol just to see those people. He's like, it's kind of
Yeah,
funny, but it's kind of sad.
totally.
And I'm like, it's kind of really sad. Like,
Knowing this,
oh
it's
yeah,
extra
it
sad.
is really sad.
Absolutely.
Because like these poor people get put through like these three pre-screening judges, like, oh my god, yeah, you're going through the next round, blah blah blah, not knowing that they're just gonna get ripped apart. Like,
And then shared on YouTube and whatever
yes,
for the next like 10 years.
there's still clips on YouTube that show up when I'm scrolling through YouTube, and I'll be like, this time like 10, 15 years ago, like, oh, I'm like, oh my god, like that's still, and it's got
Jesus, yeah.
millions of views. It's just,
Lives on forever.
yeah, yeah,
That's terrible.
yeah.
So
So
now you do like, do you do local shows often, or is it just kind of like a special occasions kind of thing?
I'm getting more into it. So I used to
Oh,
do
good.
local shows. So this is another huge story. When I was living in Burlington area, I was in a band. I did band stuff. I did solo stuff, like just my guitar and me singing. Did that. I actually got into like a horrific car accident in January of 2020.
Oh, wow.
So I couldn't pick up my guitar for 6-7 months after that.
Okay.
And then kind of just like eventually I started picking it up, but I would get sore really quick, and I hadn't played on stage since 2019, I think was the last time before what the next part of the story is. So yeah, I think 2019 was the last time I played on stage with my guitar and me. Now, I had filled in a couple times for friends' bands just doing vocals, but that's super simple. You
Okay.
just hold a mic and just sing. Like, it wasn't me playing, and it was a full band behind me. I didn't actually get back on stage until July of 2023 when Caitlin, we were up in Lion's Head, and she was like, oh, I'm going to take you to live music. Because I always like listening to live music regardless of where it is. Like, it's super fun.
Mhm.
Turns
Me
out it
too.
was actually an open mic night.
Awesome.
And she had mentioned to the people, we made friends with a couple because it was super packed in there. So we had made friends with a couple, and they're like, come sit with us and whatever. And we were chatting, and Caitlin had told them, like, she plays guitar and sings, blah, 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 blah. And then other people heard it, and they're like, well, go up, like, blah, 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 like, go, go, go. And I was like, I don't really want to. It's been so long since I've, like, played guitar and sang in front of people, like, in this magnitude. Like, I didn't want to do it. And then finally a tequila shot later, and I was like, all right, let's do this. Like,
That helps.
I was like,
Always.
oh God, we're going to do it. So I did it. Eruption. Like, the crowd went nuts. They wanted me
Oh
to
my
keep
God.
playing. They actually kind of wanted the open mic night band to stop, and they wanted me to just keep going and going and going. When I did, I think 4 or 5 songs, I got off, and then once like that, the open mic host band was like finishing, the crowd started chanting my name again to go up
Oh
again.
my God.
And then I was like, oh, okay, so I did. And then so that was up in Lion's Head, and then a gentleman up there, he hosts every year. He calls it Boil a Palooza. His last name's Boyle. And it's like
Okay.
it's a huge event in his backyard because he's got a huge yard. So he sets up a whole stage, and it's from like noon till like 11 o'clock at night of all day music. So he invited me up there to play last year. And it's always September. It's a Sunday of September long weekend. So yesterday I hosted the fishing derby and then went up there to play.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
God.
long day. So he invited me. He was at the open mic night, and he invited me to that. And again, like, I went and played in Lion's Head, and everybody went nuts. And from there, a gentleman was there with one of the Legions. He's like, I want you to come play at the Legion. And just people started kind of like hearing about me through the grapevine, and started like,
As it goes.
yeah, and then kind of just started booking gigs. Well, let me rephrase that. Caitlin started booking gigs for me because she's kind of,
She's your manager.
well, she's the one that kind of pushed me back into it. I mean, it wasn't really so much as a push as a tequila shot, but still,
Yeah.
like, I was so nervous because I hadn't done it for so long. I was like, can I still do it? Like, and then, so my parents actually yesterday, they came up, they were up for the weekend, and they came up to Lion's Head with us for that, and they hadn't seen me play since 2019, and my dad is actually in tears, like, seeing, like, he came up to me after with tears in his eyes, and he's like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you, like, it's amazing to see. I'm gonna start crying thinking of it. He's like, it's amazing
That's
to see you,
beautiful.
like, up here doing this and how much the crowd loves you. Like, people were going up to them and saying, like, your daughter's amazing. Like, it was just, and it just brought tears to his eyes. He went to the owner, he went to Pat after and was like, thanks so much for letting my daughter play here. And Pat was just like, no, Nicole, like, no, Jamie, but like, we love Nicole. Like, we want her up here every year. She's amazing. She's so talented. And again, he's just, and my dad's a man that doesn't
He
cry. Like,
really
the
okay.
last time I seen him cry was when he put his like beloved lab down like over 20 years ago. Like, that was the one and only time I've seen my father cry. And
he must have been like unrealistically proud. Like, just
and even
over
my
the
mom
moon.
was just like, okay. Like, my mom was super happy too, but like she's
But she was kind of like thrown off, probably.
yeah, she's like, okay, like, but so yeah, that was really cool, like all that. And now I just do like, I also do pubs, the pub scene, bar scene,
Sweet,
like
yeah.
go around there.
I like that.
I host an open mic night in Hanover, like one of the town over from me,
Really?
once a month in the winter months, not in the summer, because up here everyone in the summer goes to their RV trailer parks and stuff like that. And I usually
Okay.
so I will play at the trailer parks or the RV parks on Saturday night sometimes. So because
that's awesome.
there is a ton of them around here, like a ton. So that's where most of the people go during the summer, on their Saturdays, which I would too. That's like,
yeah, absolutely.
like,
if you got it.
so usually, like, we're starting it back up. We're actually I'm hosting a massive like Halloween open mic night bash, because we're going to start it back up in October, because we usually do the last Saturday of the month, and the last Saturday of September is duck opener, so I will not be here for that.
Good. Okay.
Like, so I was like, October we can do it. And it's kind of cool because it's Halloween too, so we'll do like a big costume contest and open mic night and music and fun.
That'll be
and
so fun.
It'll be a great time. So yeah,
Absolutely. What kind of music do you play?
everything. So it's really funny. I have done everything from like Cash to Elvis to like Ed Sheeran, Train,
I love it.
country.
Okay.
Like, I've done Zach Brown band. I cover a few of their songs, Chris Stapleton. Like, I have because like, to me, if you're gonna hit a crowd properly, you have to have a bit of everything.
Yeah, especially a mixed crowd that's not going specifically to see like a country band or a rock band.
Like, it's just like they're going, you just see live music. Oh, like something like what I do, like if I'm driving somewhere, it's like, oh, live music on Friday or Saturday night, let's go check it out. I don't even know who the hell they are. Like, let's just see what it is. So
yeah,
I find, especially, so even yesterday, there was such a mixed crowd there, but I played everything from like classics to like, I dropped the Tina Turner Proud Mary as my final
amazing.
song, and like every single person was up there
that would have been
dancing.
good.
Yeah. So it's just, I find that you have to be able to play everything. You can't stick to a certain genre.
Otherwise, if you're gonna go around like that makes sense.
Otherwise, you're gonna lose a crowd. Like, it's just, it makes the most sense.
I can see that for sure. Even if someone doesn't like the current song you're playing, the next one will keep them hooked.
Exactly.
It's something different.
Yeah. Because
are you coaching again this year? Oh, sorry.
No. I'm undecided on that yet, because with my like, I would like.
It sounds like you have so much going on.
I have no idea. It is just there's stuff I can't even talk about on this platform.
Amazing.
I would like to. I do quite enjoy coaching, especially because my little guy too now has expressed interest in becoming a goalie. So
cool.
Which is what I played. But again, it's going to depend on like my schedule with like hunting stuff. Like, I've got a bunch of hunting trips and stuff to do, and then also my podcast stuff. I'm doing some filming, so I'm kind of branching out from the podcast side of things, and we'll be doing like actual filmed episodes for like YouTube and stuff like that, of like hunts. Good. And then like cooks and stuff like that, like recipes, everything like that. So I'm kind of branching out from that side of things. So I don't know if I want to add the coaching to my plate. Now, I might, if he has like a coach, if there's a coach sign up, I might be like, hey, like, I can help out.
Yeah.
Because we get the kids, we have the kids 50-50. So,
oh, okay.
So like on the weeks that we don't have the kids is when I usually do these hunting and fishing trips and stuff like that. So on the weeks that we have the kids, I can just be like, hey, coach, if you need a hand or whatever, or I'll come out and skate. So that's why, that way I'm still kind of involved in it. But it's just not consuming my life, because being a coach consumes a lot of your winter.
Oh, really?
A lot.
I guess, yeah. I mean, anyone that I know that has kids that are into hockey, like their lives are just
It's
focused on hockey.
And I mean, we already we have 3 kids in 3 different directions. We got one in hockey,
Oh my
one in
God.
gymnastics, and one in horseback riding. And that's just in the winter. In
Ooh,
the summer, Christian plays baseball. So there's always 3 kids going in 3 different directions. So it's hard. And especially
that's
because
a
like
lot.
with Mia's horseback riding too, it was hard because Christian played rep ball this year, and then Mia had her horseback riding. So we got 2 kids that are doing so much in the summer. That's why I wasn't really able to do much recording because I'm like
Oh, yeah, that's true.
this way, that way, every way. So I think the horseback riding will slow a bit in the winter. It might just be
Mhm.
her like 1 lesson a week type thing.
Once it gets like kind of cold and
Yeah, nobody wants to be in a barn freezing their ass off.
stand out
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
it's not for me. I'd rather be. I find the arena is just not as like frigid as like being outside. Like at least
Yeah,
it's
like
kind of
it's still pretty damp in the arenas. It definitely cuts the wind, but
that's really what it
on
is.
a
The
cold
wind.
day, pleasant.
No, no. So hopefully, I mean, like I said, we'll see. We'll have to see where my schedule is. Like, I've already got duck opener planned. I'm going up in a couple weeks to Waterfalls Lodge with Lorianne from Canadian Sportsman's Society. We're helping host a ladies' weekend up there. So we're going up.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
we're going up for 4 days there. Really excited for that. I've been looking forward to that like all summer. Hopefully gonna get some grouse because I want to do a smoked jerk spatchcock grouse.
That sounds
That
delicious.
that's what I want to do because
Gross is so good.
it's so good. It's so good.
Oh my God. Yeah. And you putting that on YouTube is like, I think that's going to be amazing because everybody needs to, people are trying to figure out how to cook the things that they hunt.
And that's like so many people are intimidated by it. Like most people are just like sausage or whatever. Or they just do
Yeah.
like they won't branch out their hunting because they're like, well, why would I hunt grouse or pheasant? What could I do with it? Oh, lots. Hold on. Hold my beer.
Yes,
Let me show you what you can do with it.
exactly.
Like especially because like a little grouse, like that's like 1 meal for a person. Like
That's it.
you get like
Mhm.
4 or 5. You spatchcock those. Like I want to do jerk because I love jerk. I don't know about everybody else, but and then like again, I'm obsessed with smoked meat of any variety. Like
Yeah, I
I
know.
love using
Everything's
my
good on the
smoker.
smoker.
I love using my smoker. So yeah, like most people just go for the deer or the goose and they're like, well, just make it into sausage. It's like, no, there's so much you can do with it other than
Sausage and
that.
jerky is like what everyone goes to.
Yeah, or the pastrami for goose. I know a lot of people. Now the pastrami is delicious and I will always do like some pastrami. Like a goose Reuben is like chef's kiss.
I still have not done the pastrami. I
Oh,
really
so
have to do that this year.
So good.
It sounds
So
amazing.
good. And the meat eater, is it the meat eater?
Mhm.
His recipe,
I think he has a okay. That's the one I'm gonna keep like getting
It's
recommended every
it's
time I
his
say,
recipe.
"Oh, I want to make that." Everyone's like, "Do the meat eater one."
It's his recipe and it's fantastic. Like it's actually like fantastic. So, but
That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely have to try it. I have it saved. I'm gonna do it this year, like come hell or high water.
as you should. It's so good.
Yes, absolutely. So you said you were going for duck with CSS, or are you going for duck opener?
No, duck opener. I think I'm actually going to Niagara to try and get my first woody because
Ooh, very
I'm
cool.
still like chasing after that woody. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with them. I think they're beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
And yeah, so I really want a woody. And my buddy Eugene, he's I don't know if you follow him on Instagram,
I
Tending Outdoors, and he does all the
think
smoker
so.
stuff. He works for Traeger. He's an incredible cook himself, and he does a lot
Okay.
of the smoke stuff. So he's a buddy of mine, and I think he and I are gonna go out on opener for some woodies. That's the tentative
Oh, that's
plan.
gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Okay.
excited. I'm pretty excited
What
for
other
that one.
hunts do you have like planned this year?
I'm doing one with the Decoy Daddy. Me and Eric actually went to high school together, so and we kind of reconnected at the Sportsman show when I went over to chat with him. And he was like, "I recognize you," and I was like, "I kind of." I'm like, "Where'd you grow up?" And he's like,
Oh, you didn't realize before that?
No, we were like, like we were kind of because we both have changed since high school. Like, I need to bring on the yearbooks and just compare the pictures. Like, but yeah, so he's also younger than me, so it was not like a huge.
Oh,
huge
you weren't like in classes
It was
or
yeah, it
anything?
wasn't like I seen him every day. I just knew, like I knew of him.
Okay.
Well, once I figured out who the hell he was, and then yeah, so I was like, "Where'd you grow up?" Burlington. I was like, hey, me too. Like high school MM. He's like, yep, MM. I was like, okay, so yeah. And then sure as shit, when I went to go check my yearbooks, there he was. And I was like, oh my god. So
Oh, that's nuts.
me and him have been chatting a lot, and like because he's got the new like silhouettes in Canada, the Decoy Daddy stuff. You have the Daddy Hook. That thing is
Yes, I have the
fucking
Daddy Hook
brilliant.
and the Dirty Dozen.
Yeah, see, I've got the Silos too, but that hook is fucking brilliant.
I know. I set them up in my yard and I was just kind of like playing with it to see how it works. I'm like, oh, I can't wait until
I'm
goose
getting a
season. This
second
is gonna
one
be
just
so
so it's
handy.
gonna just be like boom, 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 boom. Like it's
Yes, can you imagine?
both
Both hands.
It is a game changer. Like
I got it in orange because I know I'm gonna drop it out in the field and lose it.
that's exactly why I got it in orange too. I was like, I am going to drop this and break it. So Thanksgiving weekend, I think I'll be, because I'm going down to Burlington anyway for my family for Thanksgiving. So I think we'll end up hunting the Saturday. Then I'm doing Canadian Huntress. She's hosting a ladies' hunt. I'm going up there to actually cook and help guide it. So
oh, very cool.
Yeah.
What kind of hunt is she doing?
She's doing a goose hunt.
Goose.
Yeah,
awesome.
so it's a goose hunt up in I think it's Kingston area, just past Kingston a little bit.
Oh, nice. Not too far from me.
No, so I'm going to be cooking for that, and then help like with the setup, takedown, guiding, like the calling and stuff like that. It'll be me and another guy that are kind of doing the work for it.
Okay.
So
cool.
that'll be new for me, more work, but
yeah,
I'm kind of looking forward
the
to
other
it.
end of the hunt. That'll be really fun.
Yeah, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. And then there will probably just be like obviously deer hunting in there somewhere, pheasant hunting in there somewhere. Grouse. Like we have a ton of grouse on our farm property. So like
that'll be awesome.
Doing that,
Absolutely.
rabbit, squirrel with the kids, because the kids love rabbit. So
oh, really? Good. Okay.
Oh, they love it.
I know a lot of people that like don't like it for some reason, but
so
I think it's just kind of how it's cooked.
She was 4 at the time, so we were like, and they want to be involved in it. We're like, okay,
I love that.
Me and mommy are gonna go walk the property and see if we can get anything. So anyway, we're walking the property last year, and she was 4 at the time, and I was trying to get Caitlin on something because she hadn't harvested anything yet. So we're walking the property, couldn't find any grouse, whatever. We're walking. Finally, I see a rabbit, and I'm like, Caitlin, there's a rabbit. And she's looking at her, she's like, where? And Mia, my eldest, was like, Mom, the rabbit's right there. And like, I'm like, this rabbit's gonna be gone in a second. Like,
by the time you see
I'm
it.
I'm like, Caitlin, it's right there. Finally, she sees it, shoots it, and then it starts like crying and doing the rabbity things or whatever. And then we both just kind of look down and realize like the 4-year-old's right there. Like she's got on her big headphones, but like we're like, oh shit, like we just killed something in front of her.
How's she gonna react?
So whatever, I have to finish it off. So I just kind of take it, snap its neck, and like whatever. So we're walking.
Send it on its way.
Yeah, we're walking back, and we're like, do you know why we did that? She's like, yeah, so we're gonna eat it. Like we're gonna eat it. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we're good.
Good.
Then we get back to the farm, and she goes and sees her brother. She's like, Mommy shot a rabbit and killed it, and it died, and it cried like a baby. It was so cool. And I'm like,
oh my god.
This 4-year-old.
Great reaction, but it could have been like so much worse. I love that reaction.
I was just,
based on what it could have been.
Yeah, because like I'm not too concerned about Mia, like the eldest. She wants to go hunting. She's counting down till she can get her hunting license. She went out turkey hunting with me this year, and like when I got my bird and brought it back to the house, they all wanted to see it. Like, and again, like the head was like busted apart, and like it didn't faze them in the slightest. They're like, so what are we eating with that? Like, what are you gonna make with it? So they do know that we do utilize like all of it.
The food, yeah, they know the actual reason that you're hunting.
Well, even so, the turkey, like the gizzards and all the icky crap, like the stuff that you can't eat. So the farm has barn cats that keep the mice away. And Caitlin's mom was just like, hey,
they love it.
Yeah, she was like, hey, can I just have that? Just feed them? I was like, here you go. Absolutely. Like every bit of the meat gets used. It's not like we just
absolutely
toss it away for nothing.
Nothing goes to waste. Nothing crazy like that.
No, because you get even hearts. I love hearts. I'm a weirdo. I love hearts.
Me too. It's so good.
Juice heart stir fry, like so good.
I know,
so good.
For sure. There were so many times this year that like I would go goose hunting on the weekend and then just kind of pull a bunch of the hearts and through the week just fry that up with like onions or something and have that for lunch.
It's easy. Like it's super like deer heart. is like the best. Moose heart,
Amazing.
deer heart, like I love hearts.
I wonder if people don't like them because they just like are kind of not intimidated by them, but kind of grossed out by
Probably because people
what
probably
they
think
are.
hearts and they're like I also like brain.
Ugh,
Like
it's just
we fry a little bit of brain and garlic and butter and onion.
I have not tried
I'm
that.
weird. I do like brain. It's like
I'm surprised I haven't tried that.
you kind of put it
I
on
can
like a crostini cracker or something, like kind of like a pate,
What?
I think it is type thing. Like, but yeah, you do your brain and like a little bit of garlic, butter, onion, lemon type thing, whatever, and just, that's so good, so good. It's like a little snack,
and it tastes kind of just like a pate, I guess, right?
It's yeah, it's probably more of a texture thing than anything, but yeah,
Huh.
it
I'm
tastes
gonna
more
try
like
that
the
this
garlic and the butter and whatever you spice it with.
year.
Pardon
Okay,
me.
it kind of absorbs the
Yeah,
flavor.
yeah. But again, I'm weird.
That
so.
makes sense. No, that sounds good. I eat all the weird things, so I like that. I'm kind of I should
Again, I'm
look at other
European.
ways
I'm
to-
European. Like we used to eat pig's feet for God's sake. So
Have you done the pig's tongue? Pickled pig's tongue? It's
I've
good.
done an eyeball.
Really?
It was the most mortifying experience of my life.
I feel like it would just pop in your mouth like a gusher candy.
It was so when I was growing up, my sister, her hockey team, one of the dads always had like a pig roast every year. So we go
Okay.
there and one of the hockey dads is like, "Hey Nicole, like I'll give you $100 to eat the eyeball." And I was going out later that night for a friend's birthday, so I was like,
That $100
I was like,
looking real
I'm
good.
a 19, 20-year-old university broke student. So yeah, I'll take that $100 and go pay my beer for the night. So anyway,
Love it.
I do it. And as you said, the first chomp, it like squirts right to the back of my throat. And I had to,
I can't.
I literally was like, swallow, swallow, chew, chew, swallow, get it all down. 100. I lasted like all 2 minutes and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go get ready. Bye. See ya. Get in my car, drive literally around the corner, door open, and just gone.
Oh.
It was the worst, but I got the $100.
At least you got the 100.
I got the hundy.
And a really good story.
I got the hundy, and like it was the worst thing. And I mean, I'm also not even a huge fan of olives. Like I'm not the biggest fan of olives.
There's nothing good about that.
No, so it was just like anything like that. Like it's just, and
I feel like it would be too big too to like swallow whole like a pill.
no,
so you'd
you literally have to.
crunch down.
Yeah, it's multiple bites, and it's just it's straight out of Fear Factor. It's straight out of Fear Factor. Like.
Yeah, that sounds
and I made him.
terrible.
I was like, you need to put the hundy like on the table right now. Like I need to know like this is like legit before I do it. So
absolutely.
He did.
Can you imagine doing that without?
Oh, I would have been. I would have probably hit him.
Yeah,
but no,
for sure.
He put it right down on the table, and I was like, all right, okay, oh god,
worth it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Especially back then when you're like a broke college student.
Oh yeah.
People have done a lot worse for
and
a lot
beer
less.
was cheaper back then too, so it was perfect. Like $100.
You can buy your friends beer.
Yeah, $100 went a way longer way last year, and like when I was like 19.
Back in the day.
Yeah, now $100 will get you like an appy and 2 beers,
couple of beers, and
it's crazy
if you're lucky,
right?
In the door, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when are we fishing this year? Is it February?
End of January, I think, or beginning of
January.
February. I think
Yes,
it's like
that's gonna be
it starts on like January 30th and like goes to February 2nd or something. It's like a mixed day type thing.
I can't wait.
It's either it's got it like the last week, the first week of January, February. Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Nice.
Nipissing is
me too.
Nipissing is awesome. I love Nipissing. I love just sleep.
I haven't fished it yet.
Have you like ever done the sleep on the ice thing?
No, I haven't.
It's fun.
No, we did. Was it Tim Hales a couple years ago?
Yeah.
And we had like a cottage or something.
Yeah.
Like an Airbnb kind of deal, but I haven't done the sleep on the ice thing yet.
It's definitely a lot of fun. And it's kind of cool because you can like literally just keep your rod in the water the entire time. Or if you're like me, you throw a tip up in, and because I usually like for that kind of stuff, I will throw a tip up
Throw a bell on it.
Well, yeah, overnight. And if that's happened before, like bell went off and caught a nice walleye in the middle of the night. So
that's freaking awesome. I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
It's a good time. And like it's nice really because fun. I guess the shacks are all going to be near each other too, so we'll be able to go do cruises around and see people when like the fishing
visit each other.
Well, when the fishing gets slow too, like we're just like, okay, let's go see somebody else's hut and blah 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 blah, like see what's going on there. So
yeah, that's how it was when we were at Tim Hales. Like we were all kind of like lined up beside each other. So fishing slow, we just go and like, hey, anyone in here catching anything? And you chat for a bit. It passes the time really quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And it's always a pretty cool group of girls you go with.
Oh yeah, like it's
Never a dull moment.
not with Tara there.
Oh, is she coming?
Yeah, yeah.
Yay! Oh my god,
I'm pretty sure she's coming. Yeah, but it's
Good.
never a dull moment with Tara there. You can hear that
No,
woman. You can
definitely
hear that
not.
woman from miles away. She's
Miles down the
oh
ice.
yeah, she's quite the character, that one.
She's amazing.
Oh,
yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, she had thought we met before.
That was how it all started. She's like, remember that
Yep.
girl? Remember that girl Jen that come fish? You have to have her. I'm like, I don't know if I've met her, but I mean, like, I think I follow her.
And then I don't know if I think she might have like approached me and been like, hey, like I think you met so and so. She has a podcast. And I'm like, I don't think I met her.
I don't know if we've like met in person. Like, I didn't think we'd met in person. I think we followed each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, we followed each other, but I don't think we had met in person yet. So we still haven't met in person yet, but
no,
just through.
We're gonna have to get you down for waterfowl goose.
Yes, I love.
Be amazing.
Well, and your waterfowl was good up there. Like, you guys got.
Yeah, we're right along the St. Lawrence. So.
I've shot a bunch of divers up there. Buffies, like, I've shot a bunch of divers up that way. Because I had, like...
Did you go with the St. Lawrence guys?
No, my friend who runs Canadian Hunters Dana, like, I'll usually go up there and, like, we'll hunt with our other buddy, like, Lance type thing, so... yeah.
Yes, nice. I know Lance.
Honker, the guy that's obsessed with friggin' mergs.
Oh,
he's obsessed with mergansers, and I don't know why. He just got that stupid duck blind thing or whatever, camper, and he's calling it like the Merg Motel or something like that. And I'm like,
good lord,
Lance, why? I'm like, why? You like, I would never. That is a bird I will not eat. Like, that is, I will not eat a merganser.
I think a lot of people are on the same page, right?
Like, it's not for me. I will not eat it. And like,
not your deal.
No, like, and I will like not shoot if I can tell it's a merganser. Like, I'm like,
yeah,
no,
for sure.
Nope. I don't want to shoot
I'm not going to shoot something I'm not going to eat.
No. And that's like a huge thing for me. If I'm not going to eat it, then it's not going to be shot. Like, that's, it's one of those things where like people talk about wolf hunting and stuff like that. Like, if I'm not going to eat it, I'm not going to shoot it. Now, coyotes, a little different story because they're nuisances up here, which is unfortunate.
Yes.
I have eaten coyote, but it's not something I would do on the regular. But they are like a nuisance in...
That's it, yeah. And I mean, they go after the deer population and then the farmers' cows and chickens and livestock and cats. That's whatever.
Caitlin's dad, like their farm, like she has horses, cows there, stuff like that.
Oh,
so,
that's true.
And like he's talked about like beavers there too. So I might do. I want to get into my trapper's license for that kind of stuff.
Me too.
Because they do have a lot of stuff to trap on that farm. So like there's a fisher cat. I think it's a fisher cat.
Yeah. Fishers are
they're there.
Nasty,
they have
nasty things.
Big cats apparently on that farm. Like Caitlin's mom has seen a cougar.
Oh wow. And where are they again? Are they up here?
Bruce County area, just on your way to your way to the Bruce Peninsula.
Okay.
Which is terrifying to think of, that there's cougars up in here. And then I guess Caitlin's dad called the MNR and was like, what? And I guess they had said, there's like so many cougars in like this point A to point B. And yeah, it's kind of terrifying.
Wow.
And then I think the other thing, there's bobcat. Is it bobcats, Caitlin? Bobcats. There's apparently bobcats around here too.
Oh, they're gorgeous though.
And I haven't heard one yet, I don't think, but Caitlin and Mia were trying to find the horses one night and heard something, I guess, that probably was a bobcat, and Mia took off.
Don't they have Caitlin like
alone?
I was gonna say, don't they have like the scariest?
That's what I heard.
Sound or cry?
Yeah, it's that's what I've heard. I don't think I've heard one yet, but I've heard like the coyotes are like sometimes at night when we're down at the campsite at our trailer and we hear the coyotes late at night. That is a little crazy. I'm like, we should probably go inside with the dogs. Like,
oh yeah, if there's dogs.
Well, and like it's a loud pack. Like,
like there's oftentimes I'll be out deer hunting and you'll hear them like right in the bush or right beside you in the field, and it's like, oh shit.
They ruined our one turkey hunt last year. Like when we went turkey hunting last year, early morning, it was gobbling back at us. We were talking back and forth, and all of a sudden, like coyotes started making their noise, and I don't know if they got it, but then it was all silent after that and nothing come out. And it was moving closer
Exactly.
to us. Like it was gobbling closer and closer, and then nothing ever came out. And after those stupid coyotes went off, silence. And I was
It
like,
was probably gone so
oh yeah,
fast.
like they are, especially when there's like a pack of them.
Yeah, they sound crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty scary.
Insanely loud.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm so happy we were finally able to do this. And yeah, I cannot wait to go hunting and fishing and like actually
hang out.
actually hang out.
I like meet face to face, like legit. Yeah.
It's gonna be weird. We've had like so many conversations by podcasts and stuff.
I know, and like through text messages, like like I feel like I know you. Like
exactly.
trading
It
recipes,
seems to be the way it goes.
trading recipes and stuff like that. Like after like the wild edibles that we all harvested. Like,
did you get any puffball mushrooms? I thought I saw that you had
no
harvested some. Maybe it was someone else that I saw.
No, I would love to, like puffball parmesan, like I posted on your thing. So good.
Yes,
like
that's what you had said.
Treat it like because I've gotten puffballs before, and yeah, you just treat it like a chicken parm, but like do like a puffball parm. Oh my god, it's so good.
That sounds amazing.
It's so good. Like
the texture and the way it like absorbs the flavors and stuff. Yeah, that would be really good. I'm gonna try that.
You should. And then let me know
if anything on the. Yeah, I will. For sure. Well, thank you so much. Oh, and actually, before we go, if you want to plug where people can find you and your podcast and everything, that would be amazing.
So my personal Instagram, where you'll see a lot of hunting and cooking, is the Huntress, or at the Huntress Chef. So that is my personal Instagram, where it is a lot of like my hunts, my fishes, what I do with the game I harvest. My podcast / show or whatever, however it's gonna go, is at Canadian Woman of the Outdoors, and that's on Instagram. On Facebook, it is also just Canadian Woman of the Outdoors. On YouTube, it's Canadian Woman of the Outdoors. Really simple.
It's so simple. It's so easy to find you that way. And totally worth like the follow and the listen and everything, because you share tons of stuff for like, you know, just getting outside and learning how to take care of your own food and everything, like prepare what you harvest. So I love it.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Cool. Well, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm really glad we finally were able to sit down and connect.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. Looking forward to ice fishing.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, and we definitely need to plan a hunt or something.